Welcome back to episode 30 of the Assemblage Beverage Podcast. It is Mason and Adam here, but we have two very special guests joining us today, our brothers. And hell yeah, they're both making their podcast debut. They chose our podcast. They didn't have a choice, I guess. But we've got a really cool episode introducing our brothers to you all, as well as the not requested Four Loko review, which we'll get into later. Let's jump into this thing. Mace, you want to introduce your bro?
Only thing I have to say about my brother is I love him. He's a pain in my ass half the time growing up, and I'm just excited for him to be on and share what he's got to share about his life with all of you.
Thanks for having me, bro. And
absolutely,
pain in my ass, so it's fine. We're even. Cool.
Yeah. So Austin, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Yeah. So I'm Austin, Mason's older brother. I live in Los Angeles. I do talent and literary management out here in the entertainment industry. Essentially, I represent actors and writers and try and put people in movies and television shows, or try and get television and movies made. That's kind of a bit about me. I live with my fiance Kaya, who we're getting married next year, which I'm very excited about. What else can I say? LA is the best place to live, and I really enjoy what I do, but I'm excited to be on the podcast with you guys.
Hell yeah.
And great having you on.
Yeah, great having you on, Austin. We had an absolute fucking blast at Mason's wedding.
Yes, we did.
I think I'm still sobering up from that.
Still
sobering up. I say 3 months ago.
I definitely
It happens.
Could use a martini? What were they? The espresso martini right now?
Espresso martini.
Sounds pretty nice right about now. Next one we'll do a tasting of one of those.
Yeah, that'd be like a legit. All right.
Also, I'm just assuming I'll be back, right?
My bro. Yeah, we'll see how this one goes. We'll see how the ratings come in. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
If they tank, absolutely not. If they do well, then you guys will be on all of our podcasts.
Look, I know entertainment.
We already have number one.
So we've also got my bro on, my younger brother Jack. And before I let him introduce himself, we are recording this at nighttime, so don't worry, we're not drinking Four Loko at 9 a.m. And even if we were, who cares? But we're also recording this over 3 time zones. Austin over in LA on Pacific time, Jack in Chicago on Central time, and of course, Mason and I are on Eastern time. So it's 6 o'clock for you, Austin, 8 o'clock for Jack, and 9 o'clock for Mason and I. So you're gonna be buzzing all night, Austin, because you still got probably dinner to eat and all that kind of stuff. And
what dinner?
Pass out. So
the Four Loko is
Four Loko dinner.
Four Loko
so
dinner.
Jack, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, definitely. First of all, Mason, Adam, appreciate the opportunity to make my podcasting debut with Austin. So appreciate you guys having me on. But yeah, I am Adam's younger brother. I am a data analyst out of Chicago. I've lived in the city now for like 7 months, so really liking it. So just happy to be here.
Jack, what part of the city are you in?
I'm in Lincoln Park.
Cool.
My bad.
No worries.
Nice.
Yeah. So close to the lake, a lot of green space, park right next to my house. So it's nice. Not so much anymore, but during the summer, it's nice to get out and enjoy nature in a big city, which is pretty rare. So
Totally.
it's been nice.
Yeah. So
All right, well,
before we move on, Adam, real quick, Jack is 2 or 3 years younger than you.
3.
They're 3 years younger than me.
Look at that. So that's what I was pretty sure about, right? So it's 3-3 and on both sides. It's wonderful. 3 years younger, 3 years older, and then us two in the middle. It's just a great split right there for us all.
Yeah, it's a great combo of wisdom and youth. So we're crushing in all fronts. But all right, so Austin, what's your favorite thing to drink, and what have you been sipping on recently?
I mean, the go-to is an old fashioned. I make a pretty mean one out here, so I would say that's like the go-to drink that I'll make. But I love beer, so and pretty much anything in that lager get me excited. And then I guess espresso martinis are my new thing.
Yeah. What whiskey do you use for your old fashioned?
Bullet usually is what I have on hand. But also whatever I have left over on the shelf. I to be honest, look, I'm not like you guys. I couldn't be like, I know all the whiskeys I have on my shelf. I just know I've got whiskey, and that's good.
Love it. All right, and Jack, what have you been drinking on recently?
Yeah, so I'm a tie between either whiskey or rum and Coke with a little lime. Preferably either a little plantation rum. And I've been into the Woodford Reserve a little bit too. So expanding out the selection a little bit, but you also just can't beat a cold beer after a long day. I think we can all agree with that. So, but I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat as Austin. I'm like, I just know I have booze on deck. I don't really know like what it is or how good it is. It's just like I got stuff in the fridge. I got stuff on the bar cart. So that's just what we got.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
And Austin, go ahead, Mace.
I was just going to say, the next question, coming up, what's y'all's favorite thing to eat? Austin, you want to start?
Pasta's like always a go-to. I don't know if I can. I'll terrible good pasta and like pizza too. I mean, bagels, pretty much just anything with carbs. I'm down. And also,
all the carbs
don't have it, but like In-N-Out is top tier.
What is In-N-Out?
What do you mean? What is In-N-Out?
Trash.
Not at all. It is the best. It's a burger shop. That's for the listeners that don't know. In-N-Out is probably a local California, Arizona brand, West Coast only. Fire.
No, they're bringing one out east. Shop. Actually, I just heard something yesterday that they're going to bring their first one out east. I think maybe like Nashville.
Yeah, they can save it.
Something like that.
Hey, that's close enough to drive for me.
I'm going to go. I'll see you later. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. No, their burgers are straight. I'm not going to knock their burgers. Their burgers are straight. Their fries are just so gross. It's like if you were to eat like packing peanuts in French fry form, that's what it tastes like. They're just garbage.
You ever had the animal style though?
That's my big beef with In-N-Out. Yeah,
have you had the animal style?
It's animal.
It's so good.
Yes, I have it. It's styrofoam. It's styrofoam with animal style toppings. Yeah.
Hey, look.
I don't care.
Look, if you can find me styrofoam that tastes as good as the animal fries, I will eat it. Record that now. If you can make styrofoam taste as good as In-N-Out animal style fries, I will eat it. No Four Loko needed.
Is that our next? Is that our next? Our 4-person podcast is Austin eats styrofoam with animal sauce on it.
Yep.
Let's do it. It has to be good though.
Jesus.
I've been doing a blindfold test.
I'm bringing out
styrofoam and the fries next to me, and I'll have to figure out which one's which.
Yeah.
Is it food or is it cake?
I swear to God, if you pick the styrofoam though, I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Like if you were like the styrofoam is so good, I'd be like,
Oh, this is delicious.
Basically, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. God damn. You can make anything animal style and I'll eat it.
Yeah. Pretty much.
All right, Josh, what are you eating? And if you say In-N-Out, I swear to God.
Not on this episode at least, but I thought a lot about this, and it has to be pizza for two reasons. Because I think it's one of the only foods that tastes good at literally any time of the day or night. Like after a long night, nothing better than hot slice of pizza, like lunch, dinner, snack, breakfast, and just to like go along with that, one of the only foods also that is like really good, hot, warm, or cold, in my opinion. Cold pizza might be a hot take, but I think it's just versatile. Like you can put anything on it. So
yeah, and don't worry, that hot take is going to get overshadowed by my high take. I'm ready for all the haters to be like, "Oh, fuck you, Adam! In-N-Out's the shit." You can't make styrofoam taste good. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Well, I think it's. Are you guys ready to crack open these Four Lokos? Well, not ready, but we gotta create. So, well, before we jump into the taste test, so we all have fruit punch Four Loko, and then Austin's got them hidden behind there. Jack and I have the Four Loko Gold. Yeah, presentation's key. And then what's the other flavor you guys have?
Sour apple.
Sour apple. So
wait, sour?
You guys will get a review on three.
Apple.
Yours is just regular apples? No, yours says sour.
Oh, it does say sour. My bad. It's been a long day.
It's a big bold letters.
Well, look, it says fruit punch small, and then it's like. Well,
I love it.
That's how much I'm paying attention.
Yeah, so you guys will
14% on the apple versus 12 on the fruit punch. So that's lovely.
Yeah, and the gold is also 14%. So
your boy's getting lit.
Yeah, we probably will just taste test. I don't really plan on full blown drinking this guy, but we'll see. We'll see where the night takes us. But before we get into the taste test, I kind of just want to go over like the history of Four Loko, how it started, because it is pretty interesting. And I heard so many stories about it in college, like, oh, it's not the same as it used to be, but I never really understood like what that meant. So Four Loko, or pre-Four Loko, the company that created it is, or formerly known as, or maybe still known as Fusion Projects. They went to the beverage market in 2005, and their first product was called Four, just Four, and it flopped. It didn't do very well. It was 6% alcohol, and it was named after its four main ingredients, which is caffeine, taurine, guarana, and wormwood. For those of you who do not know what wormwood is, it is the main active ingredient in absinthe, which makes you trip. Or is said to make you trip. In 2008, they modified it, and they called it Four Loko. So that came out. Four Loko came out in 2008. So it was a brand new beverage. It was in a 23 and a half ounce can. It was 12% alcohol, and equivalent to one espresso shot, one Red Bull, and 4 to 6 beers. Yikes. That is a lot.
Yum, yum.
The best part about it too is they sold it for $2.50, which I will say in 2014 or 2015, the first time I ever had Four Loko, it was still $2.50. Now I think I paid,
but it wasn't the good stuff.
It wasn't the good stuff. No, it was the post 2010 recipe.
Yeah.
So essentially in 2010, they changed the recipe. They removed the caffeine after a lot of people were hospitalized because their hearts were exploding. I read an article somewhere that the straw that broke the camel's back is this guy was arrested for breaking into a house and pooping everywhere in the house. And he told the cops that the last thing he could remember was drinking a Four Loko. So I think that's that's the straw that broke the camel's back. Talk about a shitty situation. But so essentially in 2010 they were forced. Yeah, when shit hits the fan, literally. Yeah, rough. That's a tough look. So in 2010 December they changed the recipe. Before they were able to pull all the recalled product, people were buying it off the shelf like crazy and selling them for $50 a can, like that original Four Loko recipe. Apparently, corporate was still stuck with $30 million in unsold Four Lokos, which no one knows what they did with it, whether they were also selling it for $50 a can on eBay or if they just got rid of it. Or they gave it out as housewarming gifts. I'm not really sure. And then basically skip ahead to 2019. They came out with two new things. They came out with a Four Loko seltzer that was 12% alcohol, which I've never seen before. And they came out with a Four Loko infused with hemp. So I don't think there's any active THC in that because that would just be a absolute train wreck. But yeah.
12% alcohol, 6 shots.
You can make an argument that would have even more of an effect on you than the original recipe.
Oh, big time.
Although, like, I'm definitely like very curious about like OG4. Like, I wanna see what that was about. Like wormwood and taurine, like.
Yeah, because it was only 6. Yeah. It was only 6%. So now like the fruit punch is 12, the gold and the sour green apple, or Austin's just original green apple, not the sour.
Just apple. No, it's just apple. There's no green, all right?
Just apple. Yeah. All right. Well, as big of an idiot as not seeing the giant sour written all over the can. I mean, shit.
Okay.
The can's green.
Look at how like, come on, like look at that sour. Like that's like. Like a fucking, it's blended in. All right, yeah, camo. Thank you. You did a good job.
All right, so we're gonna be testing the Four Loko on a couple different criteria. We're gonna look at the site. I'm not pouring mine into a glass because I want to actually keep my glassware and not have to throw them away after this. Nose. So how's it smell? Taste, and then texture, and then we'll give it kind of an overall rating out of 10. Yeah. So let's crack this fruit punch guy open. God, I haven't had one of these in... Mason, we were talking before this. I think our friend Kylia made us drink a Four Loko the night before we graduated AOS at CIA.
I think I remember that.
2016, and I think we drank it out of a reusable water bottle, which... We had one just for Four Loko. We would clean it, but the scent never came out of it. No matter how much you cleaned it.
So, real quick, cheers, everybody. Before we're gonna have to do that real quick.
Cheers.
We're taking a
Four Loko. And this is not sponsored, by the way. We're just doing this because we just hate ourselves or something.
Because we're stupid. So wait, real quick before we jump in, none of you guys were in college when the original formula existed, were you? So 2010 was my freshman year in college, and I started in August. So I had between August and December where Four Loko was still legal and crazy. I mean, like that. It was I mean, the fact that it was like $2.50 and everyone was like, oh man, this is everything I need in one can. Like. This one can will do it for me was quite insane. Mason, you're insane drinking this out of a wine glass.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah, and I will say we always talked in college because we had the modified post 2010 version, and Jack same thing. But we always were, if you drank one Four Loko, at least in college, I don't know about anymore, but in college, there's, also just before I even talk about that, I just looked at the serving size on here. the serving size is 5 fluid ounces. There's 4.75 serving in this can. That's rough.
Cool.
And most people drink one whole can, maybe two for the whole night.
So one can
Ocho
was
Loco.
Ocho Loco. So we would Jesus Christ. We would one can would get you feeling pretty good. 2 cans is if you wanted to absolutely black out. But honestly, talk about a bang for your buck. Ocho Loco and you were blacked out. I mean, that's for $5. Like you can't buy anything else for $5 and get to that level. Maybe like a bottle of cheap vodka or something.
Help you black out.
Yeah, but you can't compete with Ocho Loco.
Wow.
All right, so what are we? I can't see it. Mason, put up your glass.
Here we go, everybody. This is the Four Loko Fruit Punch Edition. Real quick, behind the white paper, everybody. Ooh,
why is it glow in the dark like that?
That is a good question.
That's the Tory.
Why does it glow in the dark? What is in it?
When you pee later tonight.
All right, so I would give this a
look the same
rosé color, everybody.
I was gonna say it almost has like a rosé color a little bit.
Yeah, a little tinge to it, pink.
With the white behind it, it looks like the grapes on your guys' shirt. Same color.
Yeah, it kind of does a little bit.
I can see that. Yeah,
it's actually inspired by Four Loko.
Hey, that's where the Hawaiian Shirt Fridays came, right? Four Loko.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So, how's it smell, guys?
All right. I don't know if you can smell it out of the can. Smells, honestly, I don't even know if I would say it fruit punch, but
see, on the can it smells like fruit punch.
I think so
it smells
too.
like the Kool-Aid fruit punch a little bit.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
it's like fruit punch and beer mix.
Yeah, it's got that malty fruit punch.
Yeah,
that malt liquor smell.
I guess if you were
wafting.
Yeah, high.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Give
I
it
also
a
get
taste.
like just straight alcohol. That's just
Taste?
terrible. Oh,
it's honestly the first taste is really not that bad, but the aftertaste is what gets me.
The aftertaste is awful.
It's like, yeah, but
it's in your mouth.
like when you first taste it, yeah. When you first taste it, it's like it's fruit punch, but then afterward, it's like this weird chemical, and it like makes your teeth feel weird too. Like it creates like a film on your teeth.
Yeah, it does.
It's probably burning the enamel off your teeth.
Yeah.
When Mason's,
I'm gonna go to the dentist
starts
and be like,
leaking out of his.
Four Loko?
Because you need dentures.
Just drip. Don't spit it out. Come on.
That's the goal.
Swallow, you'll be okay.
It would probably ruin my computer if it got on there. It'd just melt it.
Or turn into a supercomputer. Fuck.
And then die. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, man, my Mac has never ran so fast. It's literally just like a million megabytes a second. So
it works fast.
Already feeling it. Well, have you had dinner yet, brother? You have not. So
No,
this
but I
is straight out to the bloodstream right now. All right.
So texture, I'm giving it negative because it's like making my teeth feel weird, like they're trying to leave my mouth. Yeah, it's not nice. What are we rating the Four Loko fruit punch?
Out of 4.
First off, what's a 1 and what's a 10?
Oh, not this.
I would say one is your least favorite drink and 10 is your favorite.
Well, what's the? Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Do we want to go rating on each individual smell? Smell, it's 6. Taste, 1. Texture,
Like I can't.
7.
The reason I said that scale, like I can't imagine any of us breaking like the 3s. So it's like I don't even think a proper scale is necessary because I don't think the ratings
Yeah.
are going to be too high.
So Jack, what do you give it? What do you give it?
I would go. Are we just going full rating? All things
Yeah,
rated.
yeah, full rating.
Whatever
I'll go 3.8.
Oh,
Wow.
all right. That's a high number right there.
It's honestly I would agree with Adam. The initial taste is like not horrible at all, but it's the aftertaste that ruins it for me. Like if the aftertaste was a little bit better, I would consider drinking the entire thing. Like I wouldn't enjoy it, but like I would probably do it.
Heard that. All right, Alex, what about you?
I mean, like, it's like sure, like the pre-taste or like when it first touches your tongue, it's like okay, but like it's still like pretty chemically and like fake tasting. It's like very sweet too. It's like overly sweet, and I'm not like I'm not super into like super sweet things anymore. So I would have to give it like generously like a 2.5 stars.
2.5 stars. All right.
Mason, what you got, buddy?
Oh gosh, I don't even know what to give this. Like, there's just so much in this glass right now that I just don't want to drink.
There's a lot of like acid to it too. Like the acid level is like crazy high. Like it's like making my mouth fucking water. I don't know if it's like vomit coming up or if it's like the acid.
I don't know. I like the more I'm like waiting here, like I can feel my insides, and I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to feel my insides on my outsides.
They're churning.
I give it.
I feel my digestive tract right now, and it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, 1.5. I don't know if I can drink this ever again after this, but I'm happy to do it with you guys. And we still have one flavor to go.
Yeah, we each have one different flavor.
You guys got 2.
Well, no, because Mason's got 2. He's got 2 flavors left.
Oh gosh.
We could do a bonus review.
All right. I'll get Alex to bring it up.
So Mason's wife bought him a Four Loko, but it's not one of the flavors that we had talked about. So he has 3 Four Lokos in his house right now, which is more than anyone should ever have on their person at a time. But I don't know. I'm like split on my rating. Like it's not good, but it's so nostalgic for me because I've probably drank.
That's where they get you.
I don't know. And it's got a soft spot in my heart, man, because
But like, do you remember that night that you don't remember?
These are what
you don't remember.
These are what helped Mason and I become friends. And I just remember like our whole freshman year, it was spent drinking Four Lokos. So
yeah, we'd go get one of our 21 and up guys to go grab us, 20 at a time for $20.
Oh, you shut up! You know you were that guy.
Oh yeah.
He became.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not admitting anything, but thank you. Oh gosh. Oh, it was.
That was part of why my rating was so high. I was just thinking about the more nostalgic value that Four Loko has.
Maybe everybody has that now. It's not good. It's just bad.
Yeah.
But you have great memories that you don't remember.
I'm going to go 2.9.
2.9. Oh.
2.9.
All right. So 1.5.
Getting really
2.9. 2.7. What is it? 2.75. Yeah.
Yeah. Very high.
I think it's going straight to my head because the more and more I'm like sipping on it, I'm like, man, this is like a 3.5. And then I take another sip and I'm like, man, this is like a 10.
That's what I'm
Shit's
saying. Like when I rated, I had a 3.8 sip, but I haven't had one since. Like it's going
Every
very
sip I
downhill.
take, though, I'm like, ooh, this is
Like-
nasty, but I keep going back.
I get.
Every-
I can't take back my rating, so I'm sticking with it.
I mean, I paid $7 for these 2 Four Lokos. I'm drinking them, man.
I paid
You're just crushing them. Ready for
almost
your day
10.
tomorrow.
Paid almost $10 for 2.
Yikes.
10.
I know.
Oh, God.
It was like
LA's
9.
taxing you,
$50.
bro.
Prices.
I also had to go to 4
I
stores.
was around
to
there,
find
too.
these.
Yeah. You know,
Okay.
that let's talk about that. You know,
Yeah.
like how many stores did you have to go before you actually found the correct flavors, and you didn't even find the correct flavors? Like that was annoying as shit. Sorry.
I started off at 7-Eleven, which seemed like the most, logical place to go. None. Then I went to
Agreed.
Bevmo, which for, I don't know, people listening, it's just like an alcohol beverage store. And they, sell a lot of, anyway, they had 0 Four Lokos. Went to a CVS, they had 0. And then I started Googling, where can I get Four Lokos? And then there's actually on their website, in case you're wondering, they have a search, search engine for where they sell Four Lokos.
You can put in your zip code.
Yeah, you can put in your zip code and your address, and they'll tell you the closest places. And it pulled up
The
a
store
liquor
locator
store.
on Four Loko.
It pulled
The
up a
locator.
liquor store nearby, and so I was like, all right. I called them, and the guy was like, yeah, we got them. I was like, all right, I'll be there soon.
Like, good. The website is not lying to me. All right, Mason, how many stores oh, Jesus Christ. How many stores did you go to?
3.
It's going straight to my head.
Thank you, baby.
3.
Look, another
The bonus-
flavor, everybody.
The bonus Four Loko.
Oh
I
God!
accidentally spilled
Can't
some.
believe I
Is my
have to do
skin
that.
gone?
Anyway. Burned off. You got some hairs left?
Oh God! I'm gonna use it to clean my.
So you went to 3 stores,
drain.
Mason.
I went to 3 stores. The first one had the fruit punch flavor, and then the other ones didn't have Four Loko at all. So I had to go back to that first store just to get another Four Loko, which we didn't even have the flavor we wanted. So apple it was. Here we are.
Yeah. Jack, how
And
many
then-
stores did you go to?
The bonus flavor.
Bonus flavor.
I went to 3 as well. 7-Eleven, neither flavor that we need. Went to another
Did
one.
they have any?
They did have Four Loko, just not.
Okay.
Yeah, they probably had 6 flavors, but not the 2 we needed. Which I'm like,
Wow.
how many flavors are there, and why are you restocking these this frequent at 6? But besides the point, second one had the fruit punch, and then I had to go to a third to get the gold. But
I went to 4. I went to, where did I go? I went to a liquor store and I asked, and they were like, "What the fuck?" They immediately carded me. And then I went to 2 different. I went to Kroger. They didn't have any, which fair enough. I went to a nice gas station, which is like a racetrack, which is like a fairly nice gas station. No Four Loko. So then I found a very trashy gas station, very sketchy looking, and of course they had Four Loko. So I should have just gone to the sketchy gas station at first, but I didn't. So yeah, 4 stores to go get 2 Four Lokos. So it's not that accessible because I figured it would be because it's so
cheap.
cheap. They sell 40-ounce Trulies and shit, but they don't sell Four Loko. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, because those are tasty.
Maybe that's because
At
of the
least a little
downfall,
bit.
yeah.
Maybe.
So
You
they
guys
don't
want
got that caffeine anymore.
Austin and Mason?
Let's
Yeah.
crack them open. You guys crack open your golds too at the
Yeah,
same
let's.
time.
We'll do
Oh,
simultaneous.
God. I'm really
On
not
the
feeling
count.
too hot.
Yeah, literally. On the count of 7. Ready? 1, 2,
Burning
7.
from the inside.
Oh. All right.
I
Green.
need,
Should we-
I need one
should
more.
we
combine
sip of
flavors?
punch first.
On it. Oh shit, that's a great idea.
Mason,
No,
I think
but
you
yes,
gotta.
I'm gonna
I
combine
think
all
Mason, you gotta do a little bit of
flavors.
each three. If you
Okay,
survive,
what
then you're.
what
This
is
green
gold
apple,
flavor?
honestly, fuck, this actually smells like a sour green apple, like the candy. This,
Wow.
oh, that looks terrible, everybody. Yo, what the hell?
What the fuck is that?
This is Hulk
That's-
piss, everybody. I'm sorry, but this Shrek,
That looks-
here we are.
It's like,
Goddamn.
it's like some Nickelodeon slime.
Oh shit! Yo, for the viewers watching or just listening, think of the brightest green liquid you could ever think of, and there it is, sour apple.
Yeah,
Four Lokos.
I don't have a glass, but I have an empty High Life bottle. I need to see what color the gold one is. I'm gonna
Do
spill
it.
this.
Oh,
I'm gonna
you
spill
got-
this all over the place.
You gotta say,
Don't do
It's
it.
gonna look
Do it over your
exactly
laptop.
like Miller High
Not
Life.
don't do it over your computer. You know,
It's
you
gonna
gotta
look exactly like Miller High Life. Yeah. So
Okay.
I don't really know what gold's flavor is. I don't know what it's supposed to be.
All right. So if you were to guess what the flavor of gold is, what would it be? Out
I'm
of every flavor.
I'm getting very like smell and taste like very Red Bull tasting.
It
Sounds
is kind
way
of Red
better
Bull. It's
than
like
this.
berries and like Red Bull.
That sounds way
But it's
better than
not
like
good.
sour apple.
Sour. Or is it just apple? Is it just apple for you?
So the site on the green apple is unreal. I mean, that color is iconic, and with the white napkin behind there, it is like, why is it glowing like that?
Wait. Let me adjust the light so maybe you see better. Is that a little better?
No, that looks worse.
Let's turn it off. No, it's just like eat any of them. We're all terrible.
Yeah, that's brutal.
It looks
Like-
exactly like
Guys,
the color
how-
of the can. The advertising is like immense. Look at this.
You know, honestly,
Jason, hold it up. Hold it up to the camera.
that is exact. Look at that. Look, you know, that is matching
They're not wrong.
right there. Right.
They're not lying.
Like this is like a
It
perfect,
should be.
like combined. Like, damn, this is terrible. Everybody, this is great. I love it.
All right,
Anyway,
so it smells like a green apple candy. How's it taste? What's it taste like?
Just a green
Going back
apple,
for the fruit punch one more time.
and then like dips out into awfulness.
It's like really sour.
Sorrow.
Sorrow. Yeah,
tastes like
you're
sorrow.
drinking your sorrows for sure.
Ugh.
Gosh, it's like so. It's like, you know, the sour sugar that they put on sour candy that just like is literally just makes your mouth pucker, and that's all it does. That is what that is right there.
It,
And then
It's like-
rips,
it's like the-
like holes
Yeah.
in your gums and shit.
right in the
And
corner
it's
of
just
your mouth.
absolutely gross.
It's like
And you just
it's like
like-
the Jolly Ranchers, but bad.
Mm. Yeah,
And gets you drunk.
I was gonna say like when you eat Sour Patch Kids, your mouth gets all the roof of your mouth just gets destroyed.
Yeah, no.
Yikes.
I like that.
They're not
I like-
guys.
I will say I like that it says on the can "We ID," like they're the ones fucking selling this.
That's
Honestly, if you're buying this, you're probably not 21 years old.
I was gonna say,
Honestly.
and
I'm
95% of sales goes to underage people.
Yeah, no, they
Oh,
actually
gosh.
ID'd me when I bought this, and they were like, "You're too old. Like you can't. You have to be 19."
For listeners, though, you do need to be 21. Caveat. Gotta be
And don't
serious here
drive.
sometimes. Not really.
So
Yeah, be smart, though. Serious. Be smart when you drink and drive.
No,
the gold, it's
Don't drink and drive, Mason.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Don't drink and drive,
Jesus
everybody.
Come on,
It's the
on,
Four
man.
Lokos, y'all. It's hidden me already. Don't drink and drive. You know, make a plan if you're drinking. Anyways, sorry, Adam. The gold.
so the gold smells kind of like Red Bull or like some sort of like mixed berry type situation. On the like when you taste it though, it tastes like those I don't know who makes them, but you remember those like long like candies, and they were the sour like strips.
The rainbow strips.
Yeah, the rainbow strips.
I think they were sour.
Who makes
Warhead,
those?
Was it the
Willy Wonka?
I don't think it was
Sour.
Warhead, but
was
it
it
was
like
like-
the was it the
Sour
Airhead?
Patch strips.
Airhead, I think.
it might have been the Airhead ropes. Yeah,
Airhead ropes.
yeah, but it was like long, but it was like really thin and kind of wide.
It was
Yeah.
like ribbon type
Yikes.
candy.
Yeah, ribbons.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for.
It's like a spicy fruit roll up.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a spicy fruit roll.
Sour fruit roll.
Spicy. This fruit roll is spicy.
Oh god.
Jack, what do you think
Oh.
it tastes like? Ooh.
I think I'm just going straight Red Bull across the board, smell and taste. If we're going ratings, shit, I wish I didn't rate Fruit Punch this high because I feel like this is
So, do
definitely
you like it?
better.
This
You
is
like it
better.
better. Okay.
This is definitely better than Fruit Punch, but it's like now I'm creeping into the fours and it's like it's not that good. So I've really backed myself into a corner here, but I'm gonna go 3.9 just because I cannot put out of principle I cannot put a Four Loko in the fours.
Wow.
So,
I
3.9.
sorry, Four Loko.
But
Not
you know,
sour,
also
but
this
sorry.
If you
podcast
drink both, if you get yeah, we're so desperate. Sponsor the podcast for Loko. No, we're not that desperate, but Austin, what do you rate the sour green apple? Or the sour apple, I'm sorry, it's not green apple, my bad.
Yeah, just because it looks green doesn't mean it is green. All right. I don't know.
Some
man. This
fucking
is
Matrix
pretty-
shit, man.
It's pretty bad. Like I would still, like I don't know. I've been going back and forth on like the fruit punch and like. Mm-hmm. I think overall I like the fruit punch better. So I'm gonna have to probably say like, it's not like much different though. Like, and I gave it 2.5, so like I'm just gonna say like 2.3 for the green apple. Like, it's being the best of the worst.
You
is
have.
not-
Jesus Christ.
For everyone. I got one for every drink, brother.
Mix them together.
Make sure it was perfect. We're doing a taste thing. Oh, not yet. We'll get there. Trust me.
These colors
Oh,
are
God.
insane. Like this
This
is like-
podcast is going off the fucking rail.
It's the Four Lokos, y'all. We're getting Loko. Loko,
I've literally
You might have to
had
cut.
maybe a third of this one,
and you're already feeling it, right?
and I've had like maybe 3 sips of this one, and I don't feel like drunk, but I definitely am like,
A little
I think I
buzz.
could drive. Like, I think that I would probably try and crash my car or something.
Can we just say if anyone from Four Lokos listening, if you have any of the OG recipe, send them.
Do send that my way. Yeah.
Yeah, we won't
Just-
tell.
I feel like
DM
at this
me.
point we need the
Yeah, we won't
original
tell.
recipe. Like we need the original recipe to try on the
Yeah.
podcast.
So,
I
Austin, what are you
think-
rating the green one?
2.3.
You said 2-3.
Oh,
2,
2,
3.
3. Sorry, I didn't hear that. I think I blacked
Yeah.
out there for a second.
That's
What did you rate the fruit punch
it's called
again?
nostalgia.
He rated the fruit punch 2.5, the green apple, the sour apple.
Yeah, Mason, I'm curious.
Mace, what do
because
you-
you've
what do
got
you-
you have the same two as I do. So what do you like more, the green apple or the fruit punch?
They're both terrible, and I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, but there's something every time I drink this that goes, this is bad. And then every time I take a sip of this, this is still bad, but, maybe just slightly better. And I think
so you're more of
I
a green
think
apple
this
than
one,
a...
and I just can't. Yeah, but I think this one has some sort of memory deep in the back of my head that keeps coming out that I just can't remember, and it's just like making me not like it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just
It sounds like
that's what
Four
it
Lokos.
is. It's just something. Exactly. because I do remember this was one of the flavors that was easily accessible.
So what are you rating it? No, what are you rating it?
Oh, you're right. This one I rated 1.5. This one I'd rate 1.6.
Yikes, brutal.
Yeah, no, still never going to drink these again. But
Please
tonight
sponsor us.
is a different night.
Tonight we feast. Jesus Christ. For me,
Cheers.
Oh gosh.
For me, I agree with Jack. I think the gold is better than the red. I rated the fruit punch 2.9.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 3.5 on this.
Whoa, that's a
Yeah.
big jump. That's a big jump.
I think it's only because I've never had the gold one before. I've had the fruit punch so many times, and watermelon for some reason was always our shit.
Yeah,
We always get the watermelon one. But the gold, it's very like Red Bull-esque, or like those sour ribbons.
So I love Red Bull.
it's-
So like I feel like I would enjoy gold, which unfortunately King's Liquor shout out. didn't have.
I think the gold tastes a lot like Red Bull, to be honest.
I love Red Bull actually.
And I don't drink Red Bull, so yeah, I don't drink
Also-
Red Bull, so
I might have found your new drink, Austin,
I guess
at,
so.
at an older age than expected.
Here's the thing. I don't know where to find it. I went to 4 stores.
can you use the store locator to locate a specific Four Lokos
Yes,
flavor?
it does. It does. It pulls up actually like which ones are in stock. Although
No, it does not.
yes, it does.
Oh my god.
Yo, man.
That's
That's
Sorry.
not, that's next
And those
level.
were those were actually the exact 4
Yo,
that were in store.
Four Loko,
Fruit punch, peach,
you
sour
actually
apple, watermelon.
do great thing.
All right,
Whoever's
there's a gold
updating
one
their
nearby.
website is doing an absolutely fantastic job.
Excellent.
Shout
I
out.
think-
to the
I think
programmer
maybe-
at Four Loko. Killing it, dog.
I think
Seriously, though,
maybe they use all the funds from the leftover OG recipe to invest it all in the store locator.
Probably did. All right, Mason, what's your assessment of the bonus flavor? What flavor is it? Lemonade?
Yeah. So, bonus flavor. Excuse me. It's Four Loko Electric Lemonade. That's how they labeled it. 14%. So one of the top dog boys. As we can all see, it is a bright yellow here.
Put a white
other
behind
side. A what?
No, I was just
You can't
put
really
the
tell.
white
Hold on,
it's
behind
cold.
it, yeah.
It's chilly. It just came out of the fridge, you know? I was
Like
saving
white
it for later,
wine.
and then we brought it in. You know, honestly, yeah, except
Looks
for
like
it's
a
got
good
like this
Chardonnay.
light green tinge. Not as nice, I'm sorry. But it's got like a green tinge to it, which is kind of weird. Not going to lie. But it smells exactly like lemonade. Maybe I'm just
Does
a little
not
too
taste
much
like
now.
lemonade.
Yeah. It's meh. You know, this is my favorite out of all of them so far. This
Really?
gets 2. This gets a 2.
Wow.
Straight up.
Dude.
Wow.
Wow.
All the way up to 2. Yeah. So
I like that Mason's highest
Favorite
score
flavor?
is still lower than like the lowest score, like other lowest score, which is me.
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
It just shows that you both have way more refined palates than Jack and I.
And as you
Yeah.
asked everybody,
Yes, and
Me
and
especially.
you should understand that the in and out is much more refined than your stupid palate.
I'm gonna cook you up some fucking styrofoam, Austin. I swear to God.
I can't wait. I'm
All
gonna
right,
drink it
so-
with a nice cold
well-
Loko.
So Mason has now mixed all 3 flavors together.
And he's dead.
I think that's just gasoline.
Anyway, that one is the worst of them all.
It's actually
it's just like hurting. It's like all I
it's
can
actually
taste is the alcohol,
40%
but then
because you
all
have
of
to
a sudden
add
all the flavors come out.
mathematically you have to add each of the percentages together, so it's actually 40%. So
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Dude,
All right. Well, this has gotten weird, but awesome.
this is unhinged.
The Four. I'm definitely feeling it. I don't know about you guys, but like I am feeling like I'm back in college. Like
yeah.
I'm ready to go party or something. So let's wrap this guy up. We've got of course our question of the day.
Yeah.
Mason, you want to read the question of the day now that you've had your confusion?
Yeah. So what did we say? It was
That's a sigh.
I gotta stop drinking it.
All right. All right. What was your go-to drink in college that you'd be okay with never drinking again? And as all of you know, this Four Lokos is for me. Never again. Last one. Maybe one more after this at some point, but probably last
Maybe one more time, but
because the thing is this Mason.
Oh, yes.
A, never say never, and B, you never know. This podcast is one that could get the most views, and then everyone's like, you got to review the rest of the flavors.
Oh, gosh.
So never
if
say
we
never.
have to do that, everybody, please just like gift us the Four Lokos so I don't have to spend the $7.
And by the way, you guys can send me your receipts, and I'll send you some money. I'll write it off because it's a business now, so. I can write this shit off. I think the tax people be like, you wrote off Four Lokos. That's kind of weird.
Adam, it was $100. So I'll send you the receipt.
Perfect.
I'll send you a receipt.
Yeah, sounds good.
And that's mostly for like my doctor's visit, actually.
Yeah, they gotta pump your stomach after this.
I mean,
Austin, what is your go-to drink in college that you'd be okay with never drinking again?
It's the first thing that came to mind when you brought this question to my attention was Fireball. It pretty much like came out and became a thing when I was in college, and I was in a fraternity, and there was a very large amount of very long period of time where we were all just like strictly drinking Fireballs, and we to give like kind of the listeners an idea of what was going on. We had a really large fireplace in our house, and the entire thing was just covered in empty fifths of Fireball or handles. But like it was like disgusting how much Fireball was drank. And I don't know if you've ever had Fireball, but it's like that cinnamony type alcohol. Throwing that up is not fun. So I would say like I'm pretty good with not ever having that again. Although, I'm a little sentimental, and so if I'm like snowboarding and need a little pick me up, warm the body, I wouldn't be against it. But if it was like you can either have this or like you never can have this, like I'd be like, yeah, I'm fine. And that's my answer.
Mason, didn't you miss one other thing that you'd be okay with never drinking again? It rhymes with hello
shots. Jello shots. Oh gosh, I think one night in college, Adam had to pick me up from some random place that I was at, and I ate a bowl of Jello shots. Anyways,
a bowl of
Jello shot. Okay, so this is what happened
that's
because
not a Jello shot, Mason. So, that's like a Jello of alcohol.
So they made Jello shots, but they didn't have enough little Dixie cups to pour them all out. So they let a bowl of Jello shots set, and then he proceeded to eat the entire bowl with a fucking spoon. It was brutal. Absolutely fucking brutal.
You were hungry?
Don't remember a thing. What can I say? You just like, you just go and you're like, oh,
So
I'm feeling
he was
better. And
eating
then
gelatinized liquid vodka, and I think it was blue too. It definitely was blue.
it was definitely blue. I think I had to throw away whatever shirt I was wearing.
Yep.
Yeah, that was gone.
Yeah. Jack,
All right.
what do you got?
To piggyback off Mason, originally it was going to be Four Loko, but here I am, all of us sitting here with two, Mason 3 actually. So I'm really certain now that Mason will dive into a Four Loko again, probably sooner rather than later. But
let's bring him back.
I'm gonna go.
Let's
I'm gonna
bring
go
it back.
either Mad Dog 2020 or Taka vodka, specifically peach flavored.
Yeah, peach Taka.
If you went to IU, went to college in Indiana, you know what Taka is. It was a Bloomington staple, but it really ruined like anything peach flavored for a really long time. So I'm just now getting over that, like peach rings, a peach. Like I could not
Couldn't even eat a fucking peach.
could not hold it down. So I am recovering from that day by day.
I got another one, and I've only had it one time. But what's that Chicago thing that you guys love?
Malort.
That one.
Malort.
I'm all right.
So
I'll second that, Austin. I will second that.
I had it one time, and like I don't need it. I'm good. Like I did it, and
I had it. I also
fine.
I had it the first weekend. I moved here. I was told the first weekend you move here, you have to do a Chicago handshake, which is a shot of Malort and an old style beer. So I did the Chicago handshake, and I made a pledge to myself that I would never do another Malort shot. So
me and Mason
we're 7 months strong right now. So
me and Mason did a cross country drive over winter, and we stopped in Chicago for like 36 hours, and met up with some friends while I was there. And of course, they were like, "Oh, you have to take this shot because Chicago." And yeah, that was first and last time I ever had it. Don't know if I'd ever do it again.
Yeah,
I don't know. With a few Four Lokos in me, maybe. I mean, you know.
Adam, one of the last times I saw Adam, we were about to go to a Cubs game.
This was back in July 4th weekend.
I think it was like a noon or a 1:20 start. If you're a Cubs fan, you know games start at 1:20 during the day. But this guy ordered at brunch a Chicago handshake at maybe 9:30 a.m.
So to put some backstory to that, so I and I'm gonna answer the question. I would say Malort too, but nice. Only because.
Wait, but what's the other thing?
Malort would
real answer.
Malort is my real answer. I'm okay never having it again.
Was that your answer before I brought it up?
I don't think I gave you an answer before. Did I?
No.
I was just like curious if like that was what was already on your
We're
mind,
waiting for your drink.
Yeah. I've been thinking this whole podcast. I haven't been paying attention at all. I've just been thinking about what drink I never want to have again.
We figured it out.
Yeah, so I finally figured it out. Thanks to you, Austin. If it weren't for you, I'd still be lost.
Hashtag Four Loko.
But hashtag Four Loko. But
Four Loko. That's why we're doing it.
So yeah, so I got off of me and my fiance flew to Chicago 4th of July weekend. Our flight was at 7 a.m. Eastern time. So we got up at like 4 a.m., got to the airport because the Atlanta traffic is terrible. Flew to Chicago, landed at like 8, drove to Jack's apartment, dropped off our like stuff, immediately we walked to brunch. So, and I'm like kind of sick at this point. I've got like some weird thing with my voice. I sound like I'm going through puberty or something. Jesus Christ.
What was that?
Wheels are falling off here.
What's that? But so we get to brunch. We get to brunch. We get to brunch, and the waitress is like, "Oh, what can I get you to drink?" And I was like, "I'll do a Chicago handshake." They had it on the menu, so I was like, "Fuck it." It's probably 9:30, 10 o'clock, and by the 7th inning of the Cubs game, I was just going, "Mama's out of gas." I had no voice left, and I sounded just like that. I was like, "Mama's out of gas. I got nothing left to give." So,
Adam,
yeah,
I think we were talking our own language by the 7th inning stretch, so it got out of hand pretty quick. But
it got bad.
You were speaking Malort.
Yeah, we were speaking more, and then we had a bunch of Coors Lights at the Cubs game, so that got a little brutal. So
just carries you over.
Yeah, well, so we'd love to hear your guys' answers. We will link this in our Spotify podcast, so you can answer what was your go-to drink in college that you'd be okay with never having again. You guys ready to wrap this shit up? Because I'm gonna drink like 2 more sips of this Four Loko and probably go pass out because I'm not feeling too hot right now.
Yeah.
Mama's out of gas.
You look great,
though.
Mama's out of gas.
Well, I just wanted to thank Austin, Jack, for joining us on this podcast. You guys are welcome back anytime. This has been a lot of fun, especially once we started drinking Four Loko. I think next time we need to start with a happy hour before we start recording, just to get us all, loosened up. Maybe not
Agreed.
Loko next time, but just something. Fireball and Malort, and Jello shots for Mason.
Hey, you'll see the crazy Mason. You don't want to see that right now.
Yeah. I'm seeing a little sneak previews of it in your little box over there, Mason. I'm seeing sneak previews of it. So yeah, I just want to thank you both for joining in. I want to thank everyone for listening. Make sure that you subscribe to our podcast. Check us out wherever you listen, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Anchor, all those good things. Mason, you want to lead us out?
Yeah. Until next time, everybody. Cheers and keep on blending.
Cheers, y'all.
Keep on. Four Loko.
Cheers.
The Four Lokos.
Mason, Adam, thank you. Thanks for having us. Let's do it again sometime.
Good time, guys. We'll do it again. I like that. For the Four Loko episode, there was 4 guys that are kind of loco on this episode.
4 Loko motherfuckers.
It really,
full
Bro
Lokos.
Lokos.